Lakers are back home after making history on the road and now looking to ride their 4-game winning streak against the Pelicans team, who's going the opposite direction, losing 4 straight. Lakers and Pels at Staples Center, tip-off about an hour away here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Chris McGee, James Worthy, Robert Orr. We got Allie Clifton here. We got Brez here. We got Trudell out at Staples Center, and we got another game going on tonight. Lakers return home after a successful road trip. Let's get right to it. The Lakers set a franchise record on Wednesday, their 7th consecutive road win to begin the season. While on the flip side, the Lakers are just 500 at home. So why the dramatic splits? Defense. The Lakers are holding opponents to a league best 99.6 on the road, while letting opponents score about 12 more points at home. LeBron on the key to their road success.
Well, I think we have defensive talent and IQ. You know, I think we're really working hard on that side of the ball. You know, if you have a chance to defend with elite scorers like we have in Anthony and LeBron, that are willing passers and, you know, a great support group around them, you know, if we're playing to our abilities, we have a complete team. And, you know, obviously it gives you a great chance to win on the road.
I think we putting the pressure on, you know, the main guys, especially with AD and LeBron and Marc Gasol in the paint. You know, we try to send them as much as possible to the paint, you know, and just being aggressive on them. And me, you know, I've been doing this my whole career, tried to pick up 94 feet, tried to make them tired, you know, and get into a set with like 15, 16, 14 on the clock. I think that's when I did my job.
I mean, Dennis is always, you know, out the floor, you know, picking up full court. You know, he even come up and tell me, you know, hey, let's pick up full court. You know, I like that about him. Very defensive minded, you know, and, you know, he's one of the engine that get our defense going as well.
When we defend like that, it gives us an opportunity to get out and do what we do best on the offensive end. That's get out and run, get in an early transition. And, you know, we had a low turnover game, so. You know, we combine with our defense with our execution offensively and our precision. You know, we're a really good team.
What do you guys make of the Lakers' dramatic home and road splits? I mean, is it a lack of focus on the defensive end, James?
At home, I don't know, Geeter. I think, you know, sometimes when you're just a little bit more comfortable at home, you're not away on the road, connecting with your teammates, when it's just you and your teammates. A lot of times you let, you know, home responsibilities get in the way, whether that's, it could be little things like, you know, picking up your kids or just doing something, going to the barbershop. I don't know. It takes a little bit extra, you know, focus, I think, at home to get ready because, you know, there's a little bit more distractions than there are, you know, on the road where you just focused on what you have to do.
Especially today's day and age when you're just in the hotel only.
Yeah, it's just the players. And you know, that's the way it is. What you got, Rob? Bad cop?
No, I'm not going to be a bad cop right here. I'm being a realist right here. If you think about it, look who they played at home and they lost to.
Clippers.
Playoff teams.
Blazers.
Look who they played on the road.
No, I agree.
So it's a big difference. Yeah. And I know they come out with a lot of energy playing these teams on the road that are not as good as they play at home, but they need to find a way to find that same energy and play these good teams, because the teams they play on the road, we all know none of those teams are going to the playoffs. They're injured, they're rebuilding, and so they need to find that same focus. It's easy to jump on a team that's not that good. Jump on a team that's a successful team, because against Portland, not so good. Against the Clippers, not so good. Against San Antonio, who's one of those teams in the middle, but they have a good veteran crew. They need to find out to figure out, hey, we are playing for us. Come out and have a good first quarter, and then figure everything else after that.
Both those teams, Spurs and Blazers, really attack the paint against this Laker team, hoping the Laker team's kind of flip the switch. We'll see tonight. It's a good offensive team. Someone will get a needed win at Staples Center tonight. The Pelicans have lost 4 in a row. With the latest, let's go downtown to join Laker reporter Mike Trudell. Mike.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Staples Center. Well, Geeter, my answer to that question is that Anthony Davis kicked things up an extra gear on the defensive end of the court, and they just happened to be going on the road because it happened after the Spurs game, and he, of course, missed the Bulls game. So he really took things to a different level, and that's what I put to Frank Vogel a couple of moments ago, just asking what he thought AD has meant and how much better he played on that road trip.
Well, he's sort of the centerpiece of what we're doing on that side of the ball. The most talented defensive player in the league, and we're enabled to, just basically stay home with whoever he's guarding, whether it's a switch and a mismatch or his own guy, unless we want to bring a double team because we feel like we can turn someone over, have somebody out there that can guard, basically every position, sets a great tone for us. So, he's definitely our leader on that side of the ball.
New Orleans has taken a step up in defense this year. The shooting hasn't been there so far. Do you take anything from a 10-game sample with them, Frank, and how you approach this game?
Yeah, it's early. They've lost some close games. I think their team is better than their record suggests, and I think that's indicative of what they're doing. Coach Stan has always been a defensive-minded guy. They work hard. They honor the paint first. They get their guys back. They hit people on the glass. They hold people to one shot. And, you're going to have to work and execute offensively, to score at a high rate.
Dan? Frank, are they going to challenge you guys a little differently at the block and at the rim than some of the other teams you've seen because of Zion and Adams?
For sure. They have great size at the basket. And, we got to make sure we're intelligent when we get in there. Not only do they have great length at the basket, but their scheme is to bring five into the paint. They want to make you kick it out. They're one of the best in the league at guarding the paint, and they give up the most threes in the league. So you have to take what the defense gives you, make sure you're not forcing at the rim, still attack the paint to make sure you can draw that type of help. But you have to play paint to great basketball against this team.
All right, Geeter, so I'm going to knock on some wood. It kind of looked like I did it there in the court. I don't have any red around me. But the Lakers are fully healthy tonight going into this one, which says something in the current environment. They get Wesley Matthews back. He, of course, missed the road trip with the sore Achilles. Just saw him hit 1 billion threes in a row. Well, 1 billion is probably a little much. Many in a row. So Lakers are fully healthy. Let's go back to you in the studio.
All right, Mike. Appreciate a great update. Keep it here for Lakers and Pelicans. Tip-off downtown, 7 o'clock. Zion will play his third career game against the Lakers. He was a force as a rookie, 32 points per, 59% shooting against the champs. And when we return, we take a deeper dive into the Lakers' historic 7-0 start on the road this season and just how much of that is impacted without fans being in the stands.